In today's video, I am going to be breaking down different drills that you can do and different moves essentially that you can do that incorporate some kind of snatch back. These are going to be moves that you would generally do in a game when a defender no longer is facing you, they're starting to run alongside you, and you just want to try and stop as fast as possible. So let's get down and let's check out these basketball moves. So in this first move or drill, what we are basically essentially doing is receiving the pass, attacking the rim with one dribble, and then one quick either behind the back or behind the leg dribble. This is going to allow us to stop extremely quickly, and we are going to be then pulling for a shot right as soon as we finish that crossover. The idea is as soon as your defender's shoulders are facing away from you, they are facing the baseline, that's when you pull back. You do a snatch back through the back of your leg or behind your back. And in this case, you would be pulling for the shot. The next option that you have out of the snatch back is a direct drive to the rim. So the idea here is you've done that snatch back, you've stopped, you've allowed that defender to now be way in front of you so that now you cross over. You use that snatch over crossover to be able to attack the opposite direction. So for example, here we were attacking on the right side, we snatch back, and then we start to attack on our left. This allows us to change directions so that you are able to, of course, score on your defender much easier. Now, in this next option out of a snatch back, we do that snatch back and then we cross back over to the same direction as to where we were originally driving from. The idea here is now, essentially, for example, here we're driving left, we do that quick snatch back, and then we drive back on that left side. This is one way that you can actually break the ankles of a defender. The idea here is now if he was no longer having his shoulders squared up against you and now he's facing the baseline, you do that snatch back, and then when he's trying to recover back to guard you, that's when you cross back over to the same direction as to where you were going. His momentum is taking him in a different direction as you are going, and you're going to be able to finish at the rim or with a jump shot without any defender. Now, after that snatch back, another option that you have when you do that snatch back and you attack in the opposite direction is to then do a spin after that first dribble. So on that first dribble, you do that spin after that snatch back, and what you are essentially doing here is now spinning off of that defender who was originally with you, who is now recovering back to try and guard you, and this spin is pretty well unstoppable at most age groups. Now, with my goal with players like David, as we see right here, is to try and help him become as creative as possible. And this is kind of a very difficult style of snatch back where you cross over first and then do a snatch back behind your back. Now, this is not going to be a move that you will generally do in game. You may only pull this off once in your lifetime, but what you're actually working on here is not the move itself. It is the ability to be able to do multiple different types of crossovers, moving in directions that you're not usually normally moving in, which will allow you to gain the ability to dribble the ball better. Ball control is extremely important, and while working on drills like this one right here, while this is technically a move that you could pull off in game if your name is Rob Dillingham, in reality, these are not moves that you would be doing, these last two moves that you're seeing, because these are more for drills that will help you with ball control. I hope that this video has helped you. If it has, hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again in my next video.